dirty. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be working on the Aprilia RS4. We need to do a quick service tour as we've now done the break-in mileage on the engine. So we're going to dump the oil, we're going to change the filter, and also going to tighten that chain up a little bit. It's come a little bit loose. Should be a nice quick video today, and then hopefully we can get out and do some riding, seeing as the sun's out. First thing to do though is get the bike out, get the car out of the way, and then we've got a bit more space to work on the bike. So let's get that done. So first things first, we're going to get it up on the rear stand. We need to get this side fairing off for the drain bolt, and if we come over to this side, we also need to get this side fairing off to get to the oil filter bolt there. But she has been a beautiful bike to ride, and if we have a look, we can see here we've now done 825 miles on the bike. Okay, so we've got the bike up on the rear stand, so now let's get these fairings off. I've already got this side taken off, and now I'm going to quickly show you how to get these fairings off. All you need for these fairings down here is a 4mm and a 3mm Allen key and a flathead screwdriver just to get the retaining clips out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 Allen key bolts to take out from the side. And then if we look under here, you've got 1, 2 and a third one further up of these pull tab ones that we use this flathead screwdriver for. And then also there's one right underneath, but that just connects the two panels together underneath. Now we have got all the bolts out and the tabs underneath. We should be able to just pull it off completely. And then as you pull it off, it will expose this pull tab right here, which you can just quickly pop off, and then these two fairings will split apart, which gives you access to the bolt just down there. And that was the last bolt for this bottom fairing. And that's all it takes. So now we've got the oil filter exposed this side, and we have also got the oil drain plug exposed and ready. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to start the bike up, let it run to temperature just to warm that oil up and make it a little bit easier to drain it. We've left the bike running for a few minutes. We've now got a bit of temperature in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut it off and we're going to drain the oil. So there's our drain plug here. And we're going to be using a 24mm socket. We've got a drain pan underneath. We're going to use a pair of pliers just to pull this filter out. We're going to use a 10mm just to crack the oil fill here. Okay, so whilst that's draining, we're going to come around to the other side of the bike and we're going to pop this oil filter housing here. It's the same 24mm. We'll just have to pull the drain pan over slightly just so it catches any oil that drips out. Now, be careful as you are removing this bolt because there is a spring just behind here that holds the filter in place, and last time that dropped straight into the oil and I almost forgot to put it back in. And there's that spring. Just set that back inside the cap there. Okay, so having let that drain out for a bit, what we're going to do now is hit it with some brake cleaner and a shop rag just to clean up the area a little bit more. Okay, now installing the new filter is the exact same process in reverse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of oil just on this rubber seal here, just to help it give it a seal inside the housing. And then make sure this spring is back in the cap, sat in the little divot there, and then that just pushes straight on and tightens up. And there we go, that's the new filter installed. So now we're going to go back to the other side, put the drain plug back in and fill it up with some fresh oil. So we've just reinstalled that little basket, and now we're putting the drain plug back in and tightening it back down. We're going to hit this area with brake cleaner and give it a good wipe off as well. We're going to take our little oil dipstick out here, which is also the fill point. We're going to hold our funnel in, bit of an awkward angle. We're going to fill this engine up with about 1.2 litres of 10W40 Motul oil. And there we have it. We are all filled up now. Next thing on the list is to get all these fairings back on. Let's see if this works. And there we have it. Now that is fairings back on, oil change. Let's start her up, make sure she's happy. Make sure we got no leaks or anything like that. But we are looking good. So, moving on to the chain, we're going to need a 22mm socket on this end, and then I'll put a adjustable wrench on the other side just to hold it there. We're going to need a 5mm Allen key for the tensioner at the back there, and we're also going to need a tape measure to measure the distance in the chain. We're just going to crack this nut here, like so. Doesn't need to come off all the way. And then what we're going to do is this chain needs to have 30mm between the top point and the lowest point when you pull down on it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to have a quick look. There's 30mm. Yes, all well above at the minute. So we're going to take our Allen key and we're going to turn these the same turn both sides. So I'm going to do a half turn on, and then I'm going to come around this side and do the same half turn. Now we're going to go back, measure the slack in the chain again. So we're going to push it down, 30 is about there. Pull up, we're still out of spec. So now we're going to go in again, and we're going to do a quarter turn this time. And we're just going to keep going back and forth, doing a quarter turn at a time. Just like that, we're bang on. Perfect. So now all we need to do is to tighten this nut back up again. And there we go, job done. Now we can put the side stand down and we can drop the bike back down to the ground. And there we go, one serviced bike. We'll take her for a quick ride out and just make sure she's all good. Right, time to pack away. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, please drop a like and subscribe to keep up to date with all of my new videos. That was going so well. That was going so bloody well.